Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to cilinixfxcapital, or welcome to the channel if you're new, and welcome to this new video in which we're going to be talking about a new Binance listing that's going to happen next week. But tomorrow the Binance launch pool starts because this project is also featured in the Binance launch pool. Just wanted to do a video right here talking about what this project is, just in general, some general things you need to know about this project, and then also a little bit about what I expect in terms of the price and price action. And one of the key reasons why I wanted to make this video, because I have been making videos on new Binance listings for a while. But one of the reasons is that recently Binance listings have been incredibly volatile, very good to trade, although volatile, right? So don't you should still maintain good trading practices. But that's why I wanted to do a video on this project, which I think, you know, long-term potential and long-term value. We'll get to that at the end of the video, but short term, I definitely think this is going to be volatile, and I think we can make some money on that. All right, so that's why I wanted to make this video. Also, just to inform you about everything you need to know. Now, the project we're talking about is Initia, all right, with their Init token. Like I said, it's launching on the Binance launch pool tomorrow, so you can subscribe BNB, FDUSD, and USDC. I would definitely do that. I mean, this is just free money, so that's usually you don't get that much, but still. It's good practice to subscribe to every launch pool project. And then trading will start the 24th of April on Binance as well. And right now you can already trade perpetual futures, but trust me, that's very, very risky. That's basically pre-market, and we saw that with Babylon Finance last week. That's going to be very volatile. All right, so that's most likely going to liquidate a lot of traders. But all right, let's talk about Initia. All right, so first of all, I don't want to get too much in depth about the project. It's a layer 1 blockchain built with the Cosmos SDK, and basically what they're trying, and I'll leave all the links down in the description. But what they're trying, there's an airdrop by the way as well, but what they're trying is that they're trying to connect all these different rollups and all these different applications on one network. Now, honestly, I've heard stories like that before, and just to spoiler it already, I don't think this is a good long-term investment, at least not for now. I mean, maybe if they do actually show up with a working mainnet that has a lot of activity, then my opinion changes. But at this point of time, no, I'm not too hyped about this long-term. Short-term though, like I said, pretty interesting. So some things you need to know. Now, the tokenomics of Initia at this point of time, the full tokenomics, are unknown, which is something I do not necessarily like. But what we do know is that, they have a ton of major investors. As you can see, they've raised over $20 million from some major venture capital such as Delphi Ventures, Hack VC, and Theory VC. Nothing super bad about that. I mean, they raised at a very high valuation, so that means they're most likely also going to list at a high valuation, which makes the long-term potential much lower, the long-term potential reward. Outside of that, what we also know is that these VCs will be able to stake their tokens and actually sell the rewards. They do have some restrictions in place, but that is something that was absolutely horrific, for example, for a coin like Celestia. But all right, so those are some things I think you need to know regarding Initia. Now, if there's more information and when Initia launches, I'll definitely make an update, and we'll talk about some more information, some more details we have by then, including the price. But like I said, one of the key reasons why I wanted to make this video is that recently Binance listings have been pretty volatile, and we've been able to make some good money on that. So then, like the three latest listings have been like new projects, right? So they also listed Ondo Big Time Virtuals, but that's different. Those are already solidified projects. But the last projects they listed were WCT, Babylon, and Kernel. And what you can see, with the exception of Kernel, because Kernel absolutely did not do well, as you can see right here, still volatile, still very tradable, but did not do well. Might still do well in the future, who knows. But you can see with Babylon Finance, as you can see, like this also did not do well for a long time, but still you could have made a super impressive amount of money on this, on the volatility. And the best thing is that it also respected technicals to a relatively high extent. I mean, for example, when we gave up the bullish structure right here, you could have placed an amazing short, but also at the start right here, breaking the range, we also had some very technical respecting price action, which is very interesting. And then you also have WCT, which also did quite well after launch. Now, then the big question becomes, all right, well, which one of those scenarios do we think is most likely? And at this point of time, due to the project Initia, which I do know some more about this project, I farmed the airdrop. It has a relatively big community. They actually do have a good team behind it, and they have some major venture capitals behind it, like I said earlier. So therefore, I'm leaning towards expecting something similar to WCT and Babylon Finance. But like I said, for now, I think you should be ready for that. All right, I think you should know the potential. But I'll be back on the day of launch to talk about, the specifics, and can we actually trade it? At what market cap has it launched? Is there potential here? So that is something we still have to be very, very critical about. But for now, definitely a coin and a launch you need to be informed, educated about, which hopefully I've been able to help you with. And then we have to put the 24th next week in our calendars, and I'll be back then. But for now, I think that's what you need to know. So if you do have any questions, let me know. For now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.